All right. Okay. I mean, Mal, we were saying something earlier about the design.
You mean, yeah, I can do that.
Would you like to share the screen and share us like what have you been doing for the past 2 days?
Mm, 1 second.
All right, thank you. This is very hot today. Wow, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
What's the temperature down there?
Yeah. The temperature right now. Give me a second. It's 22 degrees.
Oh my God.
It's
Very
getting
hot.
25 later on at 2 p.m. Oh.
Okay, so I didn't change anything in design. But I just try to make everything, now it's when I first time saw your model, I just think it's a little bit messy. So I just try to make everything looks like, like a unity. So I yeah, I use something like maybe the different material and the different something like different like the aluminum panel stuff.
Oh, I like the screen a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, so something like that to change to optimize this building's facade. And I also want to show you. Could you see my Pinterest?
No, yeah.
Oh, okay, no, sorry. Uh, so I checked some different like reference. So maybe all of these will be my, you know, inspiration, something like that. And I will show you this one. So you can
Do you mind if I ask a question?
Okay, cool.
So are those like new panels that are going on like the back of the building? To like you said to optimize the building facade?
Actually, just to make the building looks more, more beautiful. So this is the one reason. And
And
in the
also,
back,
okay.
I will keep the structure you did. I won't change anything. Yeah.
And also with the aluminum mesh that Mal decide on, like you said see in the front is, if I'm not mistaken, last time we talked about, you were saying how it helps the shading of the building, right? Because it's facing directly to the sun.
Yeah. Because here is the west side. So I'm thinking about if we add something like the perforated aluminum panel, we can say, because here is the west side and here is the east. So maybe at 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m., the west side will be very hot because the sunlight on the west side is not good. But here is the east side. So I'm thinking about to keep you know, the east side more transparent than west side because the sunlight from the east side is good. So this is the main main thought about the facade design. And I also will keep I saw you did some solar panel on the roof, but I'm still thinking about what kind of roof form it should look like. Can I use it? So now it's flat, but if we do something like this, maybe it would be better for you put the solar panel, because the solar panel should, I think if we put the solar panel in this way, in this direction, it will be better for absorption of the sunlight. So
Yeah, well, the solar panels have like a specified angle that they need to be facing with respect to like the south. So they need to be tilted up so that they're slanting from like kind of north to south along the building. And I think it's around like 10 or 20 degrees.
Okay, cool. I will check that. And yeah. So this is what I trying to do now. Oh, and then the other thing I wanna just ask you guys.
Yeah.
So here is
yeah.
so here's a balcony you did. Could we change it? Like so this is just the one thing. I want to. I mean, I want to do I want to do something like do something change. So do we do that in this way? Because I really think here is just for architecture, for space experience for the users. I just feel this space is not comfortable. But if we couldn't do that, I would keep it. It's not a big problem for me because we still have you know still have the this one to do some, you know, no one could see this space, see the hall. I just think here is not comfortable, but it depends on you guys. Okay.
I mean, I'm not against it. One thing I maybe think about the kind of enclosed roof that you've put on is it does enclose kind of all those outdoor patio spaces. Like I feel like they're all extremely shaded now, and like yeah, they probably would get some sunlight from the east, but especially the ones on the second floor that are right next to the roof are definitely like closer to interior spaces now. It just changes a lot kind of late in the game. I don't know. We
Also,
would
you guys-
definitely would have very different numbers on like what this solar gains and things are going to be, which might not be bad, but
So you guys think maybe the roof, like maybe it's too deep, something like that, right? Is that your meaning?
are you showing rafters or beams or something? What are those?
Sorry. Something like, because this is very deep, right? So yeah, that your meaning. You think it's too deep, it's not good for sunlight?
I just feel like especially the top decks on the outsides, they're up against that wall. You know, if you go to the kind of a side view, and then you look at the third story, or I guess the second story. More of an elevation,
Okay.
a front elevation. Yeah, so the ones on the upper left and upper right, just those spaces become very interior.
Okay, I can rethink about it. So if you
Yeah.
want to keep the sunlight, I will try to think about maybe we can use the other roof form, like to make the building look more, you know.
Maybe we just modulate parts of the roof with like screens, or maybe parts of the sides with screens, so it's not quite so interior. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
Anybody else have any comments? Wish Hayden was here.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I wasn't here Monday because I was camping, so maybe I missed something. But is this just like a proposed model that has a couple of like modifications to it, and those being like the different material that's going on the west facing facade, and then the extension on the roof? So that's kind of what's happening here.
Yeah, it was actually a thing that wasn't discussed on Monday because Monday was also in progress. So Mal did this sort of prototype to see if like the team right now to see if you guys are okay with it, because I mean things can go wrong, but I mean just like a checkup, and if like earlier on like we kind of proved it already, so like I guess we're gonna Mal's gonna continue doing the designs, and you know, and it's a lot of it is for you know, like following the design goals that we proposed in the project summary. Let's say passive shading system, a cooling system, as well as you know, more of the aesthetic reasons, as we all know, like doing our first semifinals rendering, the like the roof solar panels are levitating. So that's why I was kind of fixing a bit of those like little details and adding to her own expertise of the design aesthetics. So that's the whole thing that was happening early on. Does that help?
Yeah, I mean, I like the design. I think it's good for cooling those patio spaces because it provides much more shading, and then it still allows that cross ventilation. So I'm in favor of that. It's just like
That's also
gotta
gonna
lock-
change. Oh, sorry, Gavin, go ahead.
I was just gonna say we got to lock down the design because we can't make any more design changes.
Oh, okay, cool. I will keep all of your design and just and when I do any new changes, I will let you guys know. And yeah, no worries.
Thank you, Mal. And also, have you checked the project like submission, like let's say for the design narratives and the project images, because I think they have requirements of what we have to submit for the images, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
I just need to know. So for the final rendering, so how many renderings do we need to offer? Do we need to produce?
It was at least 2, right, Gavin?
Well, so the template basically gives them an appendix A for the design renderings. It says up to 5 pages, full-size images of design renderings, brief descriptions to orient to significant design highlights. It says should be full page, high quality, brief caption. So, I mean, I guess that would imply, we just need 5 images, 5 renders.
Yeah, 5 renderings.
Mm,
Yeah, I think it's also like of any of our choices, like that shows the best of the building. So it doesn't have to be. And the rendering doesn't include the floor plan, right? Like where should we include the floor plan? Was it in the same appendix?
Well, there's an appendix B that has all the construction documentation. I
That's
think
where
it's there. It's the site plan, the floor plans, building elevations, sections, interior details, construction details, mechanical plans, plumbing plans, electrical and lighting plans.
Perfect. Okay.
Yeah, Gavin, I feel like that construction sort of appendix is more concerned with like the design phase of I'm sorry, if we were to continue with the build challenge, I don't think that it's realistic for us to come up with MEP schedules and all these building kind of building parameters when we don't even we have a lot more to do, I feel before that stuff's even discussed.
Yeah, I think so. I think everything up to
everything
up to before the mechanical, plumbing, and electrical would make sense. I mean, we could probably do really rough ones that are not down to the detail sizing. Like the electrical, and that other plant, the team before us, Kansas, did have a small electrical plan when they did the semifinal, but it wasn't detailed. It was just where the light fixtures are and then connecting them.
I can show you what it says real quick. If you don't mind me sharing my screen real quick. You all have access to this document, but when it details the appendices and in section B, when it comes to the mechanical plans and schedules, plumbing and electrical, these footnotes say that we indicate the system size, right, and quantity, but a full system layout and specs aren't required. So that's for the mechanical, the plumbing and electrical. So that's all we're expected to be able to provide is the type, size, and quantity.
Sounds good. And is there any more from the architecture team for these few days?
Oh, I have a last question. So,
okay.
So for the building's wall, like the exterior wall, so I thought the previous rendering you did in Inkscape, so it's white wall, so you just use white as the color, as the painting color. Is that so if I want to change the material into the wood, if that works, or you want to keep everything like the previous rendering show, like all of the facade style.
You can definitely change it. That was just a random decision for sure.
Yeah, one material we're hoping to do the majority of the facade out of was fiber cement, just due to the durability of that material. But I mean, wood accents I think would be fine as a design decision.
How about like wood padding? Would that add a lot of extra cost?
I think it would add cost, and I think the issue with that is like maintenance.
Okay, so
But
just
I don't think it's
fiber.
possible. It's just we would need to be okay with that.
We stick to fiber concrete. I think we should then, right?
Yeah, I mean, I think fiber cement with like
Oh,
an
yeah.
accent of another material is maybe the best like low cost and durability option.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, I think Sterling was having a connection issue, so like he's gonna be back soon.
Do you know fiber cement now?
Would you like to show me that?
Yeah, here I can share screen. It's like this
Oh,
this type of like paneling. It's actually made out of cement. It can be made to look like kind of normal like wood or shingles, but it can also be in larger panels. And I kind of like this kind of modern panel style. A lot of buildings also use it in colors too. You've
yeah.
probably seen it around.
So this is your recommendation, right?
Yeah, the
Okay.
cement board for the exterior, just because it's very durable. It's great in the sun, and there are kind of lower carbon options for like sourcing the panels. And then like there could be wood accents around it. I just think it's a
Okay.
good versatile
Cool.
material. You know, something like that could be interesting. We should probably meet if we're gonna kind of finalize the design things, and then we should share that 3D model so we can start to make those final plans.
Oh yeah, of course. But I won't change too much. I won't change the layout stuff. I don't want to do that. I know you did this project for a very long time, so I won't do that. But maybe if I just add something very tiny stuff, maybe I will let you guys know. Yeah, I will let you guys know. Yeah, no worry. And I know you guys care about the sunlight, the shelter stuff. Okay, I know. And oh, I have another question. So I just saw. For the column stuff, I just saw some column is not. So the column sometimes I find is not standardized. Like here. So why the column looks like different? Is that structure reason? And something like this.
I actually have no idea. This was Hayden and Allen on the columns. It would make sense for them all to be the same shape, to be honest.
I think that is aligned with the upper modules. The direction.
Okay. Could we standardize all of the columns? It's just like use the same size. Like
I don't think it will be a big problem to change it. But yeah. That was what we are thinking.
Yeah. It's just for beauty. Yeah. So this is that's a problem I have.
Great. And also at the end of this meeting, we're just going to talk about our next meeting schedule, because I think based on our like sort of tight time limit, I think it's best if we just like set the time meeting for like every after meeting. So that's gonna be the plan. Does it sound good to everyone? Oh, you're muted, Gavin.
Did you say every afternoon from now on?
Oh no, every after meeting. So like after this meeting, we're gonna schedule a time together for the next meeting. So
Yeah.
instead of having like a general meeting every single Saturday, which there's only 2 of them. So yeah, we're just gonna do that instead, because I mean it'll be more tailored to all of our time schedule. Sounds good. All right. While we're waiting for engineering, Sterling to come back. For engineering A, is there anything you guys want to share?
Yeah, Kaiji and I met yesterday to work on the life cycle assessment, and we got to know the software a little better, but I'm looking at because it's not like a downloadable software, it's all online. We got work done yesterday, but I just checked it this morning and it looks like it's all gone, but I think we need to figure out how to save it correctly, I guess. But I think we have a better understanding of how to use it, and we do have some questions, I guess mostly for architecture team, about some material selections that the software wants to know about. We have a working doc in the Google Drive if you guys need to look at it, but it's mostly about windows and doors, what kind of stairs and ramps, or I guess we don't need ramps, but what kind of stairs you guys are thinking of having. And then maybe for engineering B, we also need to know the yearly, or like this is probably just a rough estimate, but water consumption and energy consumption annually. And yeah, those are some of the things that we needed some information on.
Do you mind share? We'll share. Oh, go for it, Gavin.
No, I was just gonna say I'm there now. So for the main things for architecture is the windows and doors and finishes.
Yeah, and then we also need to get an estimate on energy consumption. Yeah, I also texted in the Discord if you guys wanted access to the actual software, you can see what kind of options you can select from, but basically they'll ask what kind of material or what type of window, for instance, you plan on installing, and they just have a bunch of different options about like what kind of panes, what kind of framing for the windows, stuff like that. I mean, it's not the most critical thing, but it'd be nice to, I guess, at least have some rough information about that. And yeah, that's where I am, at least.
Is there any more from other engineering teammates? Okay, I guess that's it. Yeah, I guess is that it for engineering A? That should be all right.
I think so.
All right. I guess we can move on to engineering B. Like, Jared, do you have any updates on that?
Still working on getting the Her score calculation. The information our team, Gavin and our team provided, helped out with the building info. The main things that we're still working on getting information on our space heating and our heat pump system, because I looked at the 2019 energy codes and the one listed is a bit under, so we're gonna have to input another one. So we're still getting the parameters and everything for it. One thing that I have thought of is that I do remember sharing a Google Doc with y'all that had screenshots of what the parameters looked like. But one thing that I'm kind of thinking could be a good thing to do, if maybe some people in engineering A are available, maybe this weekend or something like that, if we can maybe hop on a Discord call or something for maybe a half hour and kind of go through these parameters. Because Discord does allow you to screen share and stuff like that, and we have our Discord channel, so it's like an alternative to Zoom if y'all want. But the main thing from engineering A, I will put the link to that Google Doc real quick in the chat. The main thing is that you need basic info on the walls So like the type of wall, the R value, the thickness, you know, for the foundation wall, the slab, floor. If you hop on that link, you'll see that there's an outline on the left-hand side. You know how Google Docs have like an outline feature. I split it up into the different properties. And so for engineering A, it's basically, you know, just general information on the, you know, the walls and the floors, the doors and ceilings, you know, and maybe we can hop on, you know, either a Discord or like a Zoom sometime next week or not next week, but maybe this weekend if y'all are available, and we can kind of, you know, try and fill this out to the best of our ability. We're probably not going to be able to input something for every value, and that's fine. You know, we're learning the software and still working at it, but I think for us, we want to try and fill this out to the best of our ability. So if y'all are down, some people in engineering A, you know, this weekend, you know, we can maybe spend like 30 minutes to try and, you know, put in as much, you know, 15 or 30, you know, and I can keep in contact with y'all just in case I need any more information. But if that's possible,
Yeah,
we
that
can
sounds good
discuss
with
that.
me. I'm going back to LA tonight, so I should be free the rest of the break at least.
Okay, great, awesome. Yeah, for Kaiji and Kenny, I can message in the engineering A Discord channel, and maybe we can work out a time or day in this week or in the weekend, whatever works for y'all. If y'all are open to that, we can discuss that later. Were you gonna say something?
No, I'm just saying, sure. Yeah, we can work out a time where we can all meet.
Cool, awesome, thanks. And Sterling was on his way back from a camping trip, and he doesn't really have good service, but we plan on meeting tomorrow to kind of go over, you know, some of the stuff that he missed and everything. So that's why he just dropped. So yeah,
All right,
that's pretty much it.
Thank you, Jared. So I guess that's really it for today, right? Yeah.
One thing just for Mao, are you on the Discord, Mao? Do you want to like swap contact info? So we can message each other?
Let me see.
Actually, would it be like better for text now, since that's how we contact back then?
I'm in the Discord, but now I'm using my laptop. My laptop didn't have Discord. I'm trying to download it. Yeah, but I'm in the Discord section. Yeah, I can see you guys.
Okay. Yeah. If just in case it doesn't work, just there's a contact list in the drive that you can get numbers. So I mean, if Matt wouldn't mind, I mean, that'll also be like an urgent contact method. Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. So,
Just like a text, yeah, through text is like a you know, just in case Discord didn't work for you.
what is the contact number? What is
Phone number, just to text, you know.
Oh, oh, text number also.
Text number, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just also just reach out to me if there's anything, you know, that is not working. Yeah. Or
Yeah.
yeah.
Wait, I just have so when engineering they talk about their maybe some problem they have, like the window type, the door type, and the wall type. Do you think it's architecture sections tasks, like we need to decide what kind of window, what kind of what kind of wall we should use, and or engineering will do that?
I think engineering can handle that. I mean, for architecture, because like aside from the plans, we won't really show like what kind of, like you can't really show like a different kind of window in the rendering, right? So that's what I think. Yeah. Do you think the same to Gavin and Ellen?
So like you guys just want us to choose those things like wooden versus glass door, like metal versus wooden staircase, stuff
Yeah,
like
I
that.
think we're more of the exterior part of the like the renderings, you know. It's like because in floor plans, unless we do it very detailed, you know, have with like annotations in there, but in floor plans, it wouldn't show what kind of material is used for the staircase or the window. It only shows the thickness, or yeah, or the plate and then placement. So the things that we do is very exterior, and the renderings, yeah, I mean, talking about the staircase, I mean, it's just more about like because let's say for the fiber cement, it can look like, how do you say, it's not really like concrete looking. So like that's why there's a lot more leeway when it comes to the rendering. It's also the color palette. But when it comes to staircase, are you guys planning to paint the staircase or just leave it with the raw material? Because if it's yeah.
I'm not even really sure what material the staircase is at the moment. I was just assuming wood frame.
Yeah. I mean, if it's painted, then it can be anything, you know? So that's what I was thinking. If it's painted, then Mal can just pick the color and just put it in there instead of choosing like a material and assign to the raw color of it. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
Alright, sounds good.
it should be fine.
Yeah. Is that cool, Alan? I'm not sure if that's how you approach it.
Yeah, but previously he didn't say the staircase should be like in steel.
Steel? Okay. So yeah, it's painted steel then. That'll be it. All right. Any more questions for everyone?
Do people know where that contact list is? I was actually looking for it.
Let me share. Give me a second. Contact list. Yeah, it's up in I'm gonna share screen. So it's here. So share screen. It's just up in like the contact list. This is it.
Cool.
That's where you find everyone's contact.
Got it. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, if you just put yourself in there, man.
Okay.
Oh yeah, okay, great.
And if you could post that that model you have, I'll
Yeah,
start
yeah.
working.
Yeah. Do you have the drive link, Mal?
Yeah, I have. I
Yeah.
have.
There's a
I will-
architecture folder
uh,
posted in there.
Yeah. I will maybe this weekend. I will share you guys the facade modeling stuff into Google Drive, so you can just download it, check it. What I need to do, like to fix, like especially for the layout stuff for your, you know, sustainable design stuff.
Do you want
Okay.
to just go ahead and post what you have right now, and then you can update over the weekend, just so I kind of have an idea of what's going on, and I can maybe.
Okay. Cool. I will do that.
Okay, I'll send a link in the group chat as well. So just in case, you know. Yeah, in the art folder. Thank you, Mal.
Isn't it in the shared docs working models Rhino folder?
Oh, I mean, there's also that, yeah.
Which folder are you talking about?
The arc. Wait a minute. There's two. Oh, what is
The architecture one.
architecture one? Yeah, working. Wait, there is a working model folder. Give me a second. Wait, there is one.
Yes, either place is fine.
Okay, yeah, or just place it in the architecture folder. So I mean, it'll be easier for everyone.
Okay.
Thank you. Awesome. So should we discuss the next meeting time? Yeah. Okay. So I mean, Jared and Engineering A is gonna be meeting during the weekend, so it's going to be around Saturday or Sunday or Friday. So I guess like the soonest it's gonna be Monday. I guess it goes Monday night or morning.
Are you talking about all of us coming together, or are you talking about?
Oh, yeah, that's like the next general meeting, like all of us coming together.
Well, I think that's like when we have our classes and stuff, right?
Yeah. So like
You want to do like a when to meet or something and have people
Yeah.
fill that out? I know that we've had that in the past, and
Mhm.
pulling that out has been kind of iffy. But yeah. Are you suggesting like a Monday or something? Like next
It's how should I say? Because the thing is with when to meet is since we only have like 2 weeks, a week and a half left. It's just I think it's just easier if we just like sort of. Oh, let me just start recording. Actually, we don't have to record this part.